Hey, I'm Rachel Adelisha, and this is Investment Piece. I have been doing a lot of thinking, which is sometimes difficult, but specifically, I've been thinking about personal style and not necessarily how to dress for it or how to help you style your personal style, because in some ways that's easy. For example, if you tell me, wow, I have a conservative job, I have to wear suits and a lot of blacks and navies to my job, but I love color and I love print and I want to have a little bit of fun, it is so easy for me to tell you, well, we can find you a little shirt or shoes or a scarf or pins, or on the weekends you can wear this. It's easy. Or if you know what your personal style is and you know that, hey, I love mixing high and low, and I know that I love a funky shoe with a really classic dress, that's easy to style. If you know that you love cutouts, but you want to maybe make them a little bit more conservative, layering and helping you find the right layers for that is super, super easy. I think what I've been thinking about though is, how do you get to the point where you know what your personal style is? How do you really name and know your personal style? And I think that we think that that's super easy, but I don't know that it is. And I say this from experience because I know often in my line of work, being a fashion blogger and different things, people will say, well, what's your style? How do we know what inspiration to draw from you? And I can tell you things like, I love vintage. I do love mixing high and low. I'm classic, but I do love a little pop. I love a good party dress, but a lot of times I'm in workout gear. I can tell you all of those things. I can go into any store or shop online, and miraculously, I can always find something for me. I'm really good at shopping. But I don't know that I have the elevator pitch of my personal style down. And if this is a problem for me, I'm assuming it's a problem for other people. And if this is not a problem for you and you know exactly what your style is and you always know, I would love to hear about it, and I would love to know about how you figured that out. Because I also think, as much as inspiration, I mean, and I get inspiration from Pinterest and I get inspiration from other influencers and Instagram and all these things and fashion magazines and stores and editorials. You pull and you see what you like, right? And that's a great way, I think, to kind of discover what you like. I always tell people, if they've asked me for fashion inspiration or how do I figure out what I might want to wear, I always say, go and just play and get inspiration and, play with your own closet, see what you like, but also go and look at pictures, look at videos, look at what people are wearing, look at street style. And I think those are fabulous, fabulous ways. But we live in a time where there's so much of it. There's so much of that. Like, you could spend your day just looking at fashion photos and what other people are wearing. We live in a time where there's a lot of fashion to be had, and we can debate that, good or bad. But between multiple trends coming out and multiple lines coming out, and fast fashion where you can get, what is it? I think the number is something like 500,000 new pieces a day. That's insane. That's so many things. That with that, how do you really narrow in on what your style is? I think about what I've been trained to do. And if you don't know, I'm a professionally trained actress. I was trained in the Meisner method. And Meisner kind of will tell you, and this is very, very condensed. If you are another actor, please don't tell me that I'm saying it wrong, but because this is very condensed. But the gist of Meisner is that to really be a great actor, to kind of be real and be in the moment, you have to really know yourself. You have to know what makes you angry. You have to know how you react when you're sad. You have to know what happens when you get defensive, how you express joy and all those things. So it's a lot of self-discovery, which can make you a little bonkers. But that's how you then can mine yourself for a role. And I think the same thing is true for fashion. I think the more you know yourself, the more you know, wow, I'm really comfortable showing this side of myself, but not this. I know that I want to seem playful, or that I want to have a sense of joy here, or, hey, I really don't love, like, personally. So I've been 5'10" since I was 11, which is a lot. And so then, of course, my feet were a little bit bigger. I don't love chunky shoes because they make me feel like a clown, because as a kid, that's how I felt. And so part of my personal style is I just don't, I think it's so great when other people can wear them. I just always feel like it makes me look like I'm a clown. I don't know. We all have our things, but the more you know yourself, the more you can dress for it, the more you can express yourself through it. And again, I'm not exactly sure at this point in time how we go about finding our personal style other than to play, to get the inspiration, to go through our own closet, but to really sit down and sit with yourself and think about like, who are you and what do you want and what do you want to express? I truly, truly believe that fashion is just a means with which we tell our stories, which is kind of fun because then no matter what your personal style is, if you need to tell a personal story, if you need to go into a meeting and feel a certain way, you can dress for it. And then hopefully that makes you feel that way that you need. Or you can be someone else for a night, which is always fantastic and wonderful. Like I said, you can dress. I can help you dress for any sort of situation, meaning that if you really do love color, but you have to wear a lot of basic black at your work, we can figure out a way around that. If you love like cheeky sort of stuff, like big prints and different things, there's a way to dress for that. But I think you have to know that's what you like first. You have to know your style first. You have to even know, hey, I like that on you, but not on me first. And I think what I'm beginning to realize is that the process of that, takes a long time. My style has evolved, and as I age, though I won't admit to aging, it's still evolving, it's still changing, it's still growing. And as that each year, I feel like I have to play a little bit more. I have to do a little bit more to really kind of keep in tune with what is my real style? What am I outgrowing? What am I growing into? And I think it's fascinating. So I have a little bit of homework for all of us, and I will report back here. But I have been thinking about, so if we're trying to define our personal styles, if that is something that can seem daunting, because fashion in some ways can be easy. Like I've said, like there's so many ways, there's so many inspirations. You can flat out copy someone else's outfit and have it be fantastic. But how do we determine if that is our real style? So I am giving myself this challenge, and I am hoping that you will join me, is that in the next month, I am going to play in my closet. I'm going to take things out. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to spend some time with myself, and I'm going to come up with an outfit that I really, really think captures my style. And I'm gonna try to get down my elevator pitch of what my style is. And if you're not familiar with the term elevator pitch, it's like a 2-sentence summary of what your style is about. Like classic with an edge, or cheeky and fun, or whatever it is that you think your style is. Join me. Let's go find, let's discover, let's play, let's put on things that we don't like and decide that's not for us, or let's put on something that we love and decide that that's part of our core fashion times. Because the thing is, I think once we can really nail down what is our personal style, what is my personal style, I don't think it restricts us at all. I think it gives us so much freedom. Like I said, then you know, well, hey, if I need to be someone else, this is where I go to. Or hey, I can nail down a perfect look for me very, very easy. Or I can draw inspiration and I can say, hey, that looks so great on them. I don't really wear that sort of stuff, but I do wear this, and I can kind of take that and make it my own. So finding our personal style and really becoming totally who we are is super, super exciting and super fun. And I hope you join me. I'll see you back here in a month, and I will have an outfit for you that I hope is perfectly me. And I can't wait to see yours. So drop them down in the comments, and we'll be back here in a month. This is Rachel Adelicia. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to discover my personal style with you and your personal style.